My name's Brent Wickstrom. We're at Wickstrom Jersey Farms in Hilmar, California. We're milking about 2,500 cows here, 4X, 3X, and 2X on a 60-stall rotary. The national database really benefits us because every day we're trying to be more efficient, whether it's milk per cow, feed efficiency, pounds of milk per pounds of intakes. So that database is full of knowledge and data that can be put to our use. So whatever way that can create traits that find efficiencies in cows, amongst any of those opportunities, that will all come back to us at some point in a benefit. Just more tools in our belt to work towards a more efficient herd, more efficient industry. CDCB is an independent, nonprofit organization that has checks along the way. All the data is aggregated and anonymized. Once it gets there to be broken down and processed, how they use it to give data back to the producers, how we can use it. So we know proper identification is very important for all the data we get sending into the databases. So we have somebody on staff here 24 hours a day, watching for newborns, processing calves, identifying the correct dam. Sending in the correct parentage is very important, and genomics is a tool to fact check all that. On top of getting more data, it guarantees that your animal is who you think she is in your computer, and that data getting sent to the databases. So that helps us with decisions with the calves, trying to predict better health for our calves, picking better bulls to match up with those health traits. More data going in is better. So if you're comfortable with your data being correct and input right, there's no reason to not send it in because it's just going to go into a bigger pool. More data is cleaner, more data is more useful to you, and it's all more accurate. And I know it's clean data because it comes from us, goes through DHA, goes through Agritech, and then to the national database. So as much data in there as possible is good for all producers. So we get these from the Agritech Analytics Processing Center where our milk test goes. We get these monthly after each test. And it's just, I call it a report card for our herd for the month. We can compare to other herds' report cards. So kind of a quick snapshot how our management's working.
My name is Frank Azevedo and I work for Central County's DHIA. And I've been there for about 14 years now. And we have a crew of field technicians that go out to dairies in the Central Valley and San Joaquin Valley that we pull on-farm data, which include milk weights from every single cow that comes in the milk barn and a milk sample from every cow that comes in the milk barn. And then those samples are then sent to our lab where it's ran for our components, butterfat, protein, somatic cell, MUN, and then that gets sent on to a dairy record processing center. From there, it gets back to the dairymen and to the CDCB.
So we were actually a pilot herd that put in a lot of those original health traits on genomics. And we get to use that a lot now as we select bulls, as we select females for our programs, seeing how much difference there is from those different health traits. If you're putting data from your herd health events into Dairy Comp, you're probably confident that it's accurate because you're spending the time to input it and have that track for yourself. So when you put that data into the national database, it's just more accurate data that's going to come back to you. And then it comes back to your farm and you use that to select females, select bulls, looking at that health data just to try to make your own cows and your more operations more efficient.
So the value for a dairyman to produce their data through the DHI system would be that they get it all back and through genetic evaluation. If a dairy wants their data to go to the national database, they'd have to contact their dairy record processing center, and they usually have a form they would fill out that would release their records.
There's a lot of value in having all our data processed through a third-party organization like CDCB. So having CDCB there to kind of take everything from everywhere, put it together, process it, and give us the data that we need to use every day on our operations makes it all that more trustworthy to me.